Imagine transforming your intimate well-being, reclaiming your confidence, with just 30 seconds of effort each day. Sounds almost too good to be true, doesn't it? But today, we're diving deep into a real-life account that suggests, well, it might just be possible. Okay, let's unpack this. Our mission for this deep dive is to explore how a seemingly small, consistent daily practice can lead to really profound changes in areas often considered, private, challenging even. We're taking an in-depth look at an intimate wellness story that offers maybe a surprising shortcut to feeling more informed and, yeah, empowered about your body.
And for this discussion, we've drawn our insights from an intimate wellness podcast. It features a really candid personal account. It's from a woman named Sarah. She's a 32-year-old marketing manager, mom of two. And her story gives us this really powerful look at her journey toward better sexual health and just overall well-being.
So let's set the stage a bit. Before all this transformation, how did Sarah describe things? She said her sex life was just different after her second baby. This is about 2 years prior to her starting this. She actually said she felt literally nothing during sex. Her mind would drift off, thinking about her grocery list, things like that. Not exactly present.
Yeah, completely disconnected. And it wasn't just sensation, right? A huge challenge for her, and she was really open about this, was urinary leaking. Like every time she sneezed or coughed or laughed too hard.
Oh, wow. That sounds really difficult to deal with daily.
It was. She even mentioned sometimes having to, stop intimacy midway because she was worried about having an accident. And as you can imagine, that led her to start avoiding intimacy altogether.
Which must have impacted her relationship, too.
Absolutely. She felt herself pulling away emotionally from her husband. And her words were, she felt broken.
That's incredibly isolating. Just wow. So what changed? What was the turning point for her? How did she find a way forward?
Well, it was kind of unexpected, actually. She described it as doom scrolling Instagram late one night. You know how it is. And she comes across this video from a pelvic floor physiotherapist.
Okay.
And this physio was talking about something called the 30-second rule for pelvic floor health. Now, for listeners, just quickly, the pelvic floor, it's like this hammock of muscles at the base of your pelvis, right? Supports your bladder, bowel, uterus.
Right. Really crucial muscles.
Exactly. They're essential for continence, core stability, and importantly for this story, sexual sensation.
So the physiotherapist's big idea was these muscles need exercise, like any others. Biceps, quads, pelvic floor.
Pretty much. But the key insight, the revelation for Sarah, was that it doesn't need hours in the gym. The physio stressed that just 30 seconds of focused, consistent exercise could make a massive difference.
Okay, 30 seconds. That sounds achievable. But what is this 30-second rule technique? Is it just like doing Kegels really fast?
Not quite. It's fascinating, actually. It is a variation of Kegel exercises, yes, but it's about a very specific technique designed for ease and, well, effectiveness. So here's how it works. You engage your pelvic floor muscles. The classic cue is imagine stopping pee midstream.
Okay, got it.
Sarah also used a visual cue she found helpful.
Yeah.
Imagine you're trying to pick up a blueberry with your vagina and lift it up inside you.
Wow.
You do that engagement and you hold it for 5 seconds.
5 seconds hold.
And this part's just as important. You slowly release for 5 seconds, control release. And you just repeat that whole cycle. 5 seconds hold, 5 seconds slow release, 3 times in a row.
Okay, hold 5, release 5. 3 times. That adds up to 30 seconds.
Right.
Simple.
Exactly. 30 seconds total. That's the rule.
And the key to making that simplicity actually work for her was?
Consistency. Absolutely paramount. The physio advised attaching the exercise to a daily habit you already have. So Sarah chose brushing her teeth.
Smart, right.
She did the 30-second routine every morning and every night, right after brushing.
That makes so much sense. Tie it to something you already do automatically. But, for someone listening who maybe struggles to even find those muscles, or maybe they've tried Kegels before and thought, this isn't doing anything, is it really that simple? Just start this routine.
That's a great point. It's a really common hurdle. Sarah actually emphasized this. You need to isolate just the pelvic floor muscles. Try not to tense your whole body, your abs, your glutes, your inner thighs. Keep those relaxed if you can.
So it's not about clenching everything down there.
No, it's more of a lift up and in feeling. Like holding back gas, maybe. That's another cue people use. And remember that slow 5-second release. It's just as important as the squeeze. True muscle control isn't just about tightening. It's also about being able to fully relax and lengthen.
Right, control both ways. So Sarah starts doing this morning and night. What happened? Did she feel different right away?
Not at all, actually. She said for the first couple of weeks, she noticed nothing at first. She even wondered if she was doing it right,
That initial doubt must have been tough.
For sure. But then, around week 3, she had her first real breakthrough. She realized she wasn't leaking when she sneezed anymore.
Wow. Just like that.
Just like that.
Uh,
And she described this as basic, maybe? But for her, it felt life-changing, which you can totally understand why.
Absolutely. To not have that constant worry.
Exactly. And that timeline, is actually pretty typical. Bladder control improvements often show up first. It seems like the brain-body connection for that automatic control gets stronger initially.
Okay, so that was week 3. But the story gets, well, even more interesting, right? Around week 6.
Yes. This is what Sarah called the really interesting part. After about a 3-month break from intimacy, she and her husband decided to try again.
What was that like for her?
She described actually feeling something for the first time in almost 2 years. She said she was present in the moment, able to focus, and she genuinely enjoyed herself.
That's huge.
It is. She felt in control. She could actually consciously engage those muscles during sex, and she said it intensified everything. And this really shows how regaining that muscle function translates directly to sensation and, presence.
What about her husband? Did he notice a difference?
Oh, immediately. And what was really powerful, she said, was that he noticed not just the physical changes, but her confidence was back. He actually said it was like getting his wife back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she said that made her cry. It just highlights how deeply linked our physical well-being is with our emotions, our confidence, our relationships.
Absolutely. And did the improvements stop there, or did things continue to get better for Sarah?
They continued. 8 months later, when she shared her story, she said her sex life was better than it ever was even before kids, which is pretty amazing. She put it down to this increased body awareness, knowing how to use those muscles intentionally.
Incredible. And were there other benefits too, beyond the intimacy and the bladder control?
Yes, definitely. Some quite unexpected ones, actually.
Yeah.
Her posture improved significantly, and she mentioned having lower back pain ever since her second pregnancy.
Yeah.
That completely disappeared.
Really? Just from these exercises?
Apparently so. Core stability, right? The pelvic floor is part of your core. Plus, she just felt more confident overall, more connected to her body in general.
That's fantastic. And she didn't keep this to herself, did she? She became a bit of an advocate.
Yeah, she jokingly called herself a pelvic floor evangelist.
Yeah.
She shared it with others. Her sister-in-law, who'd had similar issues for like 3 years, tried the routine. After 6 weeks, she reported her sex life was fire.
Wow.
And get this, her 58-year-old neighbor, post-menopause, started doing it mainly for bladder control. And she ended up experiencing her first orgasm in 2 years.
That really shows this isn't just about post-childbirth recovery then. It can help across different ages, different life stages.
Exactly. It seems the benefits can be really broad.
Did Sarah mention any challenges along the way? It sounds smooth, but was it always easy?
Good question. No, it wasn't always smooth sailing. The biggest hurdle for her was consistency at the very beginning. She admitted missing maybe 3 or 4 days in that first month. Life gets busy, you forget.
Sure. Happens to everyone starting a new habit.
Right. But linking it to the toothbrushing really helped make it automatic over time. Oh, and around week 4, she mentioned experiencing some muscle fatigue. Like her pelvic floor just felt tired.
Is that normal? Should people worry if that happens?
According to the physiotherapist she spoke to, yes, it's entirely normal. It's actually a sign the muscles are working and getting stronger, like feeling sore after a new workout. She said it only lasted a few days for her.
Okay, that's good to know. So if we kind of zoom out, connect this to the bigger picture, Sarah really highlighted how much her sexual health, or lack thereof, impacted her mental health, didn't she?
Hugely. Feeling so disconnected from that intimate part of her body just eroded her confidence, affected her relationship, her whole sense of self, really. For months, she felt like her body had kind of betrayed her.
That's such a powerful way to put it.
Yeah. So for her, regaining that sexual function wasn't just about physical pleasure. It was, like she said, about feeling like myself again.
And this brings up the whole issue of silence and stigma around these things.
Absolutely. Sarah really stressed this point. You are also not alone.
Mm.
She realized that these pelvic floor issues are incredibly common, especially after having kids, but nobody talks about them.
Right. There's this unspoken pressure sometimes.
Totally. She called it a bullshit expectation, her words, that women should just accept that their bodies are done after kids or they'll never feel sexy again. She really pushed back against that narrative.
Good for her. And what about her husband's role? Was he supportive? Did he understand?
Initially, she said he didn't even know what pelvic floor muscles were, which is probably true for a lot of partners.
Mm.
But once she explained what was going on, and how these exercises could help them, help their intimacy issues, he was 100% supportive. Her advice was basically, talk to your partner. Most partners just want their significant other to be happy and feel good.
That's really important advice. So, okay, bringing it all together, what does this mean for you listening right now? Sarah's core message seems incredibly clear, doesn't it? That 30 seconds a day, it really could change things.
Yeah, her challenge is pretty direct. What do you have to lose? Literally 30 seconds a day. Her perspective is, if it doesn't work, okay, you've lost maybe 4 minutes a week, no big deal.
Oh,
But if it does work,
yeah.
she says, it could change everything.
Mm.
And she really encourages people to try it, no matter how mild or severe their issues might seem. Just give it a shot.
Her biggest regret, she mentioned, was just not knowing about this sooner.
Yeah, thinking it could have potentially saved her 2 years of struggling with those issues. So her final piece of advice is just start today, right now.
Find that trigger habit, like brushing your teeth, commit that 30 seconds.
And she adds, if you feel brave enough, share this information. Talk about it with other women. Help break that silence.
Wow. This deep dive into Sarah's journey, it really does powerfully illustrate how these simple, consistent actions can lead to, well, profound transformations. In our well-being, our intimacy, it's a real testament to caring for your body, even the parts we don't often think about. The results can be incredible.
And it really does raise an important question for you to maybe reflect on. Thinking about Sarah's experience, what other seemingly small, consistent actions or maybe overlooked aspects of your own well-being might hold the key to significant positive change? What simple daily habit could maybe unlock a deeper connection to your body and perhaps a more fulfilling life?
That's a great question to leave people with.
And just for practicality, for anyone looking for that quick reference on the routine, remember, engage pelvic floor, hold 5 seconds, slowly release 5 seconds, repeat that 3 times. That's your 30 seconds. Do it twice a day, ideally linked to a habit like toothbrushing.
And crucially, when should someone seek professional help instead of just trying this on their own?
Right, important distinction. Definitely seek help if you experience persistent pain during the exercises. That's not normal fatigue.
Yeah.
Also, if you see absolutely no improvement after, say, 8 to 12 weeks of being really consistent, or if you have severe incontinence or pain during sex that just isn't getting better.
Okay.
And, as always, we have to say, this is one person's experience, right? It's powerful, but it's not a substitute for professional medical advice.
Yeah.
Always consult with a healthcare provider like a doctor or a pelvic floor physio if you have persistent issues. They can give you personalized guidance.